Los Angeles Dodgers, after winning the World Series title, are facing one of the most strategic offseasons in their history. With an already impressive pitching rotation for 2025, including names like Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, and Blake Snell, the team now needs to decide how to fill the remaining 2 spots to complete their planned 6-man rotation. This is where the names Jack Flaherty and Walker Buehler, 2 free agents who left their mark on the championship roster, come into play. Among the 2, Jack Flaherty has drawn more attention. The Southern California native had a solid 2024 regular season, posting a 3.17 ERA over 162 innings with an impressive 194 strikeouts. However, his playoff numbers were a bit inconsistent, with a 7.36 ERA in 5 games. Even so, he's shown in critical moments, including decisive games in the NLCS and World Series, proving he can be a reliable piece in high-pressure situations. Despite his credentials, there are doubts about Flaherty's future in Los Angeles. With a tight budget following major signings, the Dodgers may not be willing to offer the roughly $72 million over 3 years that he is expected to seek in the market. This situation opens the door for regional rivals, the Los Angeles Angels, who appear ready to make an aggressive offer. For Flaherty, this would mean staying close to home but in a different environment, leading a rotation seeking relevance in the AL West. Do you think the Dodgers should prioritize Flaherty? Or would it be better to invest in other areas of the roster? Could his move to the Angels shift the balance of power in Los Angeles? Another name on the radar is Walker Buehler, who remains an intriguing option. Although his most recent season was marked by injuries, his track record with the Dodgers is hard to overlook. As a standout starter in past seasons, Buehler has always been a cornerstone of the rotation, and a potential renewal would bring a sense of continuity to the roster. However, the market for Buehler is also competitive, and the Dodgers must carefully weigh the cost-benefit of bringing back a player with lingering physical concerns. What's more important, loyalty to a known talent or an investment in players with a more stable track record? The Dodgers face the privilege and challenge of making decisions that most MLB teams can only dream of. But these choices can have lasting consequences, especially when it comes to letting talents like Flaherty or Buehler leave. And what about you, fan? What would be the best decision? Does Flaherty deserve a lucrative contract to stay in Los Angeles? Or would it be wiser to bet on Buehler's recovery and loyalty? The future of Teoscar Hernández is becoming increasingly uncertain, and the Dodgers are in a delicate situation to keep the All-Star in Los Angeles. After a brilliant 2024 season, where he stood out as one of the lineup's key names, Hernandez is now one of the most sought-after free agents on the market. However, rumors suggest he may be heading to the Cincinnati Reds on a 3-year, $66 million deal. With the recent signing of Michael Conforto for 1 year at $17 million, the Dodgers' outfield configuration seems more defined. Players like Tommy Edman, James Outman, Chris Taylor, and even prospect Dalton Rushing are ready to take on significant roles. Not to mention Mookie Betts, who remains one of the team's biggest stars. With so many options, the question remains, is there room for Hernandez in both the budget and the team's rotation? Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers' president of baseball operations, commented during the MLB winter meetings, "We're hopeful, but we understand he might choose another path. On a personal level, we'll be happy for him, but professionally it would be a significant loss." Friedman's words reflect the team's dilemma. Hernandez is not just a talent on the field, but also a player who has earned the respect of the organization and fans. Losing an athlete of this caliber to a National League rival like the Reds would be a hard blow. Under the leadership of experienced manager Terry Francona, the Cincinnati Reds are entering a new phase. After acquiring Brady Singer, the Reds have shown they are willing to invest heavily to compete in the 2025 season. Adding Hernandez alongside Elly De La Cruz and other emerging talents would position the team as one of the favorites in the NL Central. Additionally, the Reds offer Hernandez something the Dodgers might not be able to right now: the chance to be a centerpiece, a leader both on and off the field. Could this opportunity for a starring role influence his decision? For Dodgers fans, the potential departure of Hernandez is concerning. After an incredible season where he proved his value both offensively and defensively, his absence would create a tough gap to fill. Even with a deep lineup, losing a player with his versatility and playoff experience could impact the team's performance in critical moments. But what about you, fan? What do you think about the situation? Should the Dodgers go all in to keep Hernandez, or should they prioritize other areas of the roster? How do you feel about the possibility of him shining on another National League team like the Reds? Rumors about the Dodgers' possible interest in Sandy Alcantara, a pitcher for the Miami Marlins, have been gaining traction. especially after comments by Greg Amsinger of MLB Network. While the idea sparked laughter during the program, the suggestion isn't as far-fetched as it seems. After all, the Dodgers have shown in the past that they are willing to make bold moves to strengthen the team, particularly at critical points in the season. For 2025, the Dodgers already have a pitching group that could be considered one of the strongest in the league. With Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Shohei Ohtani at the top of the rotation, along with Clayton Kershaw, Tony Gonsolin, and Dustin May, the team looks well prepared on paper. However, injuries are always a concern. Kershaw, Ohtani, and May, for instance, might not be ready for opening day, potentially forcing the team to rely on less experienced options like Landon Knack to fill temporary gaps. But what happens when these players return? Once everyone is healthy, the Dodgers might find themselves in a unique position, with more pitchers and rotation spots. This raises a question. Does adding Alcantara to this group make sense? Alcantara, the 2022 Cy Young Award winner, still has 2 guaranteed years left on his contract with the Marlins, plus a club option for 2027. He's the kind of player any team would want, a reliable and dominant starter who can make a difference in big games. However, his potential arrival on the Dodgers would create an abundance of options, presenting a dilemma for manager Dave Roberts and the front office. What would happen to players like Dustin May or Tony Gonsolin if Alcantara joined the roster? May, in his final year of arbitration eligibility, is already facing the possibility of being moved to the bullpen. And with Kershaw possibly retiring after 2025, could acquiring Alcantara be a move with the future in mind? Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers' president of baseball operations, has already admitted that he underestimated the need for pitching depth in 2024. This led to issues during the season and ultimately to their playoff defeat. With that in mind, a potential trade for Alcantara could be seen as a preventative measure in case injuries once again plague the team. However, adding another pitcher will only make sense if there's room for him. A crowded rotation could create management problems and take away opportunities from young talents who might emerge during the season. And you, Dodgers fan, what do you think about this possibility? Is Sandy Alcantara the right name to ensure the rotation remains strong throughout the season? Or would it be better to trust the players already on the roster and avoid creating a logjam in the rotation? With so many quality options, what's the best strategy for 2025? Share your opinion in the comments. Should the Dodgers stick to their philosophy of making bold decisions? Or is it time to trust the talent they already have? Let's discuss together the future of this rotation, which promises to be a hot topic in the upcoming season. The Los Angeles Dodgers are clearly at a moment of big decisions, fans. With so many key pieces in play, every move could define the success of the next season, and even the legacy of some players. Flaherty and Buehler, Teoscar Hernández, or even Sandy Alcantara. What's more important right now? Adding more stars to the roster or prioritizing team chemistry and stability? We really want to hear your thoughts. What would be the best choice for the Dodgers at this critical moment? Do you think the team should invest in Flaherty, bet on Buehler's recovery, or save resources for future opportunities? And what about Hernandez? Is he worth the financial effort to keep, or is it time to move on? Leave your comment below, and let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about the Dodgers. Your support is essential to growing this passionate community.